Hello, everybody. Welcome to beautiful Solano College as we have a softball game, the second game of a doubleheader between the Diablo Valley Vikings and the Solano Falcons. Diablo won the first game 8-1. And Mike, what are some of the keys to the game?
Well, you look at DVC, and the first thing you see is that they're undefeated, 10-0, and they beat Contra Costa in their doubleheader by a total of 50 runs, 19-0, 31-0, both Mercy Rule games. They're top 10 in hundreds of categories, basically, and they have such a great lineup up and down the lineup. And you see here the leadoff hitter, Ashley Allen, 21 for 35 on the year. That's not even counting the first game that they played today. So 21 for 35, 16 runs, averaging 600. That's impressive.
Yeah, very impressive. And she hits that second pitch of the inning just a bit foul, so that's going to be 1-1 now our count. Yeah, Ashley Allen, very impressive at the top of the lineup here for the Vikings. They've been doing some good things so far this year. I mean, you can't complain much when you start off 10-0 when you've won 8 games in a row at home, and they've just been very dominant this year. As that ball runs just a little high, 2-1 now the count.
Yeah, 10-0, and especially because DVC has such a track record of not a lot of success, it's really good for them to have so much success this year.
And that pitch runs a bit inside, so 3-1 now our count to the leadoff batter, Ashley Allen. And this Diablo Valley College they have a lot of speed up the middle, but just between the two leadoff hitters, they have a combination of 11 stolen bases to start off the year, so that's very good.
Yeah, it's extremely impressive.
3-2 our count now. And the 3-2 swung on, fouled behind the Falcons dugout. That's going to go out of play. So we're seeing some good stuff so far from the Falcons pitching, with Alicia starting off this game, throwing strikes, pounding that zone, doing exactly what she's going to need to do.
Yeah, Alicia Selden, not the greatest season so far.
That's a big, and that's going to get caught by the center fielder right there. What a play. And just hit it right on the nose, right at the center fielder there.
Yeah, that was Kristen Bayardo with the catch there.
And that's going to bring up the second baseman, Amber Gollins. That ball runs just that's going to end up being a strike. So 0-1 count.
It messed you up a little bit there?
He froze me even there for a second. The umpire did. That ball's going to be outside, 1-1. Yeah, he didn't say anything, and and he ended up calling it. Threw me off a little bit there, Mike.
Yeah, but I like when umpires take a second. They can really examine and make sure that what they're looking at is a strike as that ball runs outside.
Yeah. Yeah, I always appreciated that back in the playing days when an umpire would really take a second and to make sure he got the call right instead of rushing the call like some umpires like to do. She comes set, fires, as that's going to run high, 3-1 now the count. So we're seeing some tough at-bats, taking a lot of pitches early on for DVC. Is this what you expected coming in, Mike?
Yeah, well, like I was trying to say, Alicia Selden doesn't have the best track record so far this season, about a 6.5 ERA. So this DVC squad is going to look for her to really make pitches early. They're going to force her to throw strikes. They're not going to swing at bad pitches and bail her out of situations. DVC wants Solano to prove to them, and specifically Alicia Selden to prove to them that she can throw.
That's going to be a base hit right back up the middle. So the two hitters going to be on with 1 out for the Vikings. That's going to bring up Cynthia Duenza, the first baseman.
Yeah, first baseman for DVC. Number 13.
ball one there.
Yeah, she's having, kind of a ho-hum year, 583, 14 for 24.
Only hitting 583.
With 9 walks, 7 RBIs, 9 doubles. Whatever.
That's ripped down the line, going to go out of play foul. 1-1. Yeah, not too bad of a year, right? Starting off the year 583, I'd take that 9 times out of 10. I don't know about you, Mike.
Well, they're taking it 10 times out of 10. They've won 10 in a row. They've scored 103 runs in those 10 games.
Yeah, crazy.
Absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
And Cynthia Duenas also has the team-leading slugging percentage, 1,083. The slugging percentage.
That's going to fall in for a strike. So 1-2 now the count. Wow, that's crazy, that slugging percentage. Wow.
Yeah, Ashley Ellen not that far behind, 1,029.
Yeah. That pitch is fired and hit out to left field. And the play is made out there by the left fielder. It's Danielle Mgay out there in left field. MG?
Yeah.
All right.
Not Mgay.
All right, Mike.
A little confession on your part.
A little bit, yeah.
After the big speech I told you about how you needed to be professional with
yeah.
Sitting here cracking jokes.
Yeah, what's up with that, Mike?
I just got to establish the fear of God in you.
The fear of God. It's going to be 1-1 now, the count. So the runner on first and 2 outs. Falcons looking to get out of this top of the first inning, head into the dugout, score some runs. That swung on a miss, back throw to first base, and she's back in time. That's going to bring the count to 1-2. You see it a lot more in softball than in baseball, where the catcher is going to try to back pick a lot more.
Well, because you don't have as far to go to first base, so it's pretty easy to get there.
That is taken high, and the runner's stealing, and she is thrown out at second. What a throw there by the catcher, Stephanie Cello, and that's going to take us to the bottom of the first inning. First inning here as we get to see our first look at Carrie Lee, starting pitcher for the Diablo Valley Vikings.
Yeah, and, as great as Nicole Nordahl, who we saw in the first game, is, Carrie Lee's no slouch either. 6 games, 2-0. Started 3 games, 21 innings, 1.62 ERA, 18 strikeouts over those 21 innings. Absolutely incredible numbers so far.
That's hit right back up the middle. That's going to be a base hit for the Falcons to start off the first. So good piece of hitting right there. Take that right back up the middle.
Yeah, and Elena Benapayo, she had such a great season last year. A lot of people expect her to kind of slap hit it and almost do a swinging bunt situation, so they play up close on her, and she rips it right up the middle, and there's just not enough room.
As she lays down that bunt, and it's going to be a sacrifice bunt there as Benapayo is going to move over to second base, so we got 1 out now.
Yeah. The one stat that really Solano excels in so far this year is sacrifice hits and sacrifice bunts.
Yeah.
They're in the top 10 in the state in that, so good small ball working here.
So that's fouled away. Going to get out of play. Stephanie Cello, the catcher, up to bat. 1 out, runner on second base. Yeah, as you mentioned before, this Diablo Valley team does not lack starting pitching at all. They've got 2 very good starting pitchers.
And really, you can do that because it's only 7 innings. They're not throwing quite as hard. The underhand delivery is a lot more conducive for the arm. You don't throw out your shoulder quite as easily, so you can run both pitchers every day.
Yeah.
Or every 2 days.
That's hit on the ground, right back up the middle. And she's going to get sent home, and she's safe at home. That's going to be a double. And 1-0 our score now. The Falcons take the lead.
Yeah, Elena Benapayo knew as soon, off the crack of the bat, she was going for home, force the defense to make a play, and see what you're going to get. Strike early, strike often. You see it working there.
Yeah. That's going to bring up the designated hitter, Ashley Dufresne. Good pitch on the outside corner of the plate, so 0-1 the count. Yeah, you could tell right when that ball was hit, she jumped right on it. Just no one was going to get her out after that. So that swung on, popped up. Center fielder, Nicole Nordhall, is not going to get there and make the play. So now the Falcons have runners at first and third with 1 out.
Nicole Nordhall, great arm from the mound, but maybe not getting the best jump on that ball.
The sun's starting to come out right now as this second game started, too, so that might have
and she's the only one in the entire field without a visor on.
Yeah.
She's wearing sunglasses, but still.
Yeah. So that's going to bring it the pitcher now. The ball bounces low, so 1-0.
Alicia Selden actually hit a home run in the last game of the first game of this doubleheader, and that was the only run they got.
Yeah, it was the only one the Falcons managed to bring around, but it was a big one. That's hit to the second baseman. She tags the runner out first, tries to go back, and it's going to score a run here for the Falcons. Now they have a runner at first and 1 out. 2-0 our score.
2 outs now.
2 outs now, yeah. That's going to bring up Jade Backtad, the first baseman. That's going to be strike 1.
And you see all the stickers already on her helmet. She's a returner from last year.
Yeah.
A big piece of that winning team from last season.
As that's going to get through as that was a hard hit ball at the shortstop and was not able to make the play. So now we have runners at first and second here.
Yeah, Ashley Allen did a good job just to get a glove on it to try to slow it down and redirect it to the center fielder.
Yeah, that was a very hard hit ball. So that's going to bring up now the second baseman, Brittany Jacobson. Gets past the catcher, and runners are going to advance. So now second and third here with 2 outs. So base hit here could be big for the Falcons.
You wonder if they might just pitch around her, try to get to Kristen Bayardo.
Yeah. So that's hit out to center field. And that baby is gone, a 3-run homer.
Maybe they should have pitched around her. I don't know. Hindsight's 2020, but
yeah, what a bomb! Straightaway center field. That was a bomb hit, man.
So already 5-0 here in the early going. That ball is absolutely smoked off the crack of the bat. And I just want to say, Gerardo, our center field cameraman, did a much better job than last year during the playoffs. Our old pal DJ, infamous now for jumping off and completely abandoning his post. Gerardo did a good job. He ducked, but he protected the camera, and that's what's important.
Wow, what a bomb hit right there. Talk about coming out in the bottom of the first and putting up a couple runs on the board, man.
Well, I'm sure Solano felt a little disrespected after that first loss to DVC. They lost 11-1.
Yeah, that's got to cut deep right there.
And this is not a team, even historically, under Terry Pearson-Bloom, to lose by 10.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. In the history of Terry Pearson-Bloom's career, they don't lose by 10.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen that often.
So that's a ball taken high to the right fielder, Kristen Bayardo. Yeah, that definitely had a little fire. They had come out with a little momentum today. In the second game, that's fouled away, 1-1 now. Yeah, after you get blown out in a game like that, a doubleheader, you always want to come back strong the next game. You never want to lay down for the competition, and this is exactly what you should do if you're the Falcons. That's taken high, 2-1.
That's why it's kind of nice to have a doubleheader in the same day, so you don't have a day to get over it. You just lost half an hour ago.
Yeah.
So it's still fresh in your mind. You don't get to sleep on it.
Yeah. I mean, you go after the game's over, talk to your coach for a few minutes, eat a little Cliff Bar, get a little drink of Gatorade, right back at it for the next game. It's 2-2 the count now to Kristen Bayardo. So that's hit to the first base. That's going to get through, a base hit for the Falcons. So they're in business now with 2 outs.
And everybody here is fired up.
Yeah, fans are all fired up here.
And all of this coming with 2 outs in the inning.
Yeah, talk about a 2-out rally. 5 runs, yeah. Jasmine Hornsbury Edwards comes up to the plate now. She's playing third base in this second game of the doubleheader.
And she kind of forced Elena Benapaya to go over to shortstop.
Yeah.
I'll continue that point as we go to the top of the second inning. Solano strikes for 5-0 Solano onto the second.
Top of the second inning here. Falcons up 5-0 early on. So that's going to bring up the 4-hitter, Sarah Cundy.
And really a 1-2-3 inning for Solano in the top of the first. Really set the tone.
Swung on, hit back up the middle. That's going to be a leadoff base hit here. So DVC with the runner on first now to start off the inning. Perfect way to start off the inning right now. If after giving up 5 in that inning, you've been out in the field for a long time, you got to get on. You got to get back in this if you're DVC right now.
And on the other side of the ball, it's important for Solano to have a shutdown inning and not allow DVC to feel like they're still in it.
Yeah. That's popped up, and that's going to go out of play. Nearly caught a couple fans in the head right there. 0-1.
They're in the splash zone.
Yeah.
I've seen 3 or 4 of them go over there.
Yeah. Yeah. Between these first 2 games, we've seen a couple of them go over there. Don't move.
Julia Pelletier at the plate.
Tipped and caught. So that's going to be strike 2 now. Yeah, Pelletier, just another good piece to this solid Diablo Valley College team. They have a good team up and down the lineup. That's taken high, ball 1.
Good waist pitch.
Yeah.
Up in the zone. You're not going to hit it if you swing at it.
Yeah. You got to make sure that you get it up high enough, though, to where it's not hittable. That swung on a miss, strike 3. So the 5th hitter in the lineup goes down. So that's going to bring up the catcher, Bailey Simmons. Bailey also started at catcher in the first game, so her legs might be a little tired from squatting that much.
Bailey Simmons hitting 400, 10 for 25.
That's rocketed out in the left center field gap. That's going to get down. And that's going to score 1 for the Vikings.
Oh, she slipped.
Oh, no, yeah, she slipped coming around third. So now runners at second and third with 1 out.
And that would have been a close play even if she had been running full speed the entire time. That was a great throw back into the infield by Danny MG to really there was no cutoff, man. It went straight to home plate.
I expected that to be an easy scored run pretty easily, and she came up firing and perfect throw. That's going to bring up the center fielder, Nicole Nordhall. That's rocket out the second baseman, caught on the fly. As it's going to be 2 outs now. Just hit right at the second baseman right there. Nothing you can do as a hitter.
Yeah, absolutely incredible reaction from Brittany Jacobson at second base. Although it's not hard when it's hit directly into the wheelhouse. So
this is true. That's fouled away. Almost got in that splash zone again. Just a little, maybe an inch or 2
look
away.
up.
Yeah.
Come on, Blue. Yeah, Laurel Poff at the plate.
No relation to our Professor Greg Poff that we know of.
He doesn't know. Nobody knows.
Got to get him on the Ancestry.com. As that pitch is a little outside, 1-1. How cool would that be, though, if she was related to our own Greg Poff?
Yeah, take care of it.
That's another strike, so 1-2 now the count to Laurel Poff, the right fielder. Runners is second and third, 2 outs, 1-2 the count.
Not exactly a strikeout situation. There are 2 outs already in the inning.
And the pitch, fouled away, going to get out of play. Yeah, you don't need to strike her out right now if you're Alicia Selden. You don't. Just get a ground ball somewhere.
But at the same time, you want to strike.
Yeah.
Every pitcher wants to strike out every batter, right?
Of course, yeah. That's taken in strike 3. So the Falcons hold them to no runs, and we're headed to the bottom of the second. Bottom of the second inning here, 5-0 still Falcons. Top of the lineup as Falcons batted around in that first inning. So a good sign for this Falcons offense through that first inning.
Yeah, Elena Benapayo, great leadoff hitter. She was last year as well.
That pitch is taken low, ball 1.
She smoked one into center field in her first at bat, and you see the infield kind of playing a little bit more back. Well, it's still forward, but a little bit more back than they were before.
That's hit right back up the middle. Shortstop there to make the play. To throw across the first to get her just in time. Close play. Nice play out there by Ashley Allen.
Mirror image of the first at bat, except that Ashley Allen's playing more back and had more time to get over to that ball.
Yeah. It was hit right at Ashley Allen. Same with the first ones. It was hit a little hard at the first one and too far away from her to get to it. So that has popped up. Bailey Simmons there to make the play. So quick 2 outs here for the Falcons. As now Stephanie Cello, the catcher, is going to come up to the plate. So that's going to be a ball just a bit outside. Cello ripped that double in her first at-bat that ended up scoring Elena Benapayo.
Yeah, but Carrie Lee absolutely can pull the string on her pitches. They're throwing gas the first pitch, and then she comes up, she's throwing 30 miles an hour or change-up.
Yeah,
Absolutely
she's definitely
incredible.
done well at mixing her pitches today. As that's hit right back to the second baseman. And that's going to be 3 up, 3 down for the Vikings as we're headed to the top of the third.
Hi, I'm Terry Pearson Bloom, head women's softball coach for Solano Community College. Thanks for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
Top of the third inning here now. 5-0 still our score as first batter is going to be the pitcher, Carrie Lee.
Carrie Lee.
Lee.
Yeah, thank you. Okay. Known for her pitching, but she also is an outfielder. Hasn't done too much from the plate so far. Only 3 for 18 on the year, batting 167. Really one of the only 3 people that hasn't produced an alarming rate for this DVC team. But she still has 3 RBIs, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, but she does have a stolen base, so she gets on board. She has a double.
So that swung on foul. Yeah, definitely up and down this lineup for DVC. They just have people who can step in and take the role and really just lead this team.
Yeah, and so if you're DVC, you can afford to have Carrie Lee not produce at the end of the lineup, but
so that's a little low.
you have Ashley Allen and Amber Golini going right after her, so
yeah,
you're fine.
Yeah, they definitely have their biggest 2 hitters at the top of the lineup, 1 and 2, also shortstop, second baseman combination. So that's also fouled on the third baseline. It's 1 and 2 now.
She's really seeing the off-speed pitch as well, but she's just kind of climbing on them too early and ripping them down the left field line.
Yeah, she's just got to sit back on those off-speed pitches just a little bit more. She's right on them. That swung on a miss, strike 3. Good piece of pitching there from Alicia Selden. As we're now back at the top of the lineup with Ashley Allen up at the plate. Allen lined out to center field in her first at-bat. The pitch swung on, fouled on third baseline. Seems like a lot of these DVC hitters are in front of the pitches a lot. They need to sit back and try to drive something to right field if they're right-handed and not try to get in front of something so early.
And that's sort of a mental thing. When you're down 5 runs, you're trying to hit it out of the park and bring your team back into it by yourself. As that ball's in foul territory but playable. Dropped. So it is now 0-1. But wouldn't you agree it's sort of a mental thing that you're swinging for the fences, so you're getting too early on those pitches because they look so good.
Yeah, you're sitting there and you see your pitch and you're trying to drive it. You're trying to bring, it's like the old saying, you're trying to hit a 5-run home run with no one on base. It's just not going to happen.
I like that saying.
I do too. So that is fouled away.
But, you know, credit Alicia Selden, too, because she is mixing up her speeds, her locations. She goes 3 pitches straight inside and then comes back outside and absolutely pulls the string on her. On Miss Ashley Allen.
Yeah, Alicia Selden definitely doing a very good job today, mixing locations, mixing her pitches. So that's going to be hit out to left center. And no one's going to get there. That's going to get down, as that's going to be a stand-up double for Ashley Allen, the shortstop.
And I think she thought she had hit it out of the park.
Yeah.
She wasn't, you know, she wasn't getting up. She was kind of trotting around the bases, and then it didn't get as far as she thought it did. So she could have easily had a triple.
Yeah.
Especially because Danny MG overplayed the ball. Kind of looking like Johnny Gomes. And
why do you got to do that to me, Mike? Why do you always want to bring me down? Me and Stasha always got to dog us with our A's.
Because if I leave you two alone, all you do is talk about how great the A's are going to be when they aren't. So I got to bring you back to reality.
I'm not going to get into this with you right now, Mike.
Strike 1.
We've got a softball game going on. We're just not going to talk about that. We'll wait till next broadcast. Me and Stasha talk about how great the A's are going to be.
You can lie to yourself all you want. It doesn't matter.
I heard about
me.
that bet you and him made, so that's going to be interesting.
I still haven't decided what I'm going to get when I win.
You're not going to win, Mike.
All right, for those of you watching at home, the bet is whether or not the A's will make the playoffs in the American League. I say they won't. Stosh says they will. So I got 29 other teams making the playoffs. He has 1.
I thought it was also the Giants.
No,
have to make
you
the
kept
playoffs
putting
too.
that in there. I said nothing about whether the Giants are going to be good or bad.
All
I
right.
was just telling you how bad the A's are going to be this year.
All right.
Put it on record. Mark the time. A's will not make the playoffs this year. I'm saying it before spring training.
You just looked at your wrist and you are not wearing a watch, Mike.
Am I going to look at my watch for the date? For the
Well, you still
for the
looked
month
at
and
it
day?
anyway, so that's not really helping your case.
1 and 2 the count.
That's going to get down to center field. They're sending Ashley Allen home. Not cut off. That's going to score 1 for the Vikings. 5-1 now our score. Just a little bloop hit right there, right up the middle.
Yeah, and Audrey White does have a great arm in center field, but you think maybe she just should have thrown that to the cutoff man, concede the run, make sure that the force stays at first base, don't allow the runner to advance to second.
Strike 1 here to the first baseman, Cynthia Duena.
So for Golini, that's a single and a stolen base, right?
Yeah. That's a little up and in, so 1-1 now. Yeah, I'd say that's a single and no, not a stolen base, but it's a single and
because she was obviously safe at first, but she advanced a second on the throw home.
Yeah.
So it's not a double.
Yeah, it's not a double, that's for sure. That's fouled away to the left field.
And I think in the major leagues, if she had been thrown out at second, she would have had a single and
Yeah.
caught stealing.
Yeah,
So just give her the stolen base then. That's what I'm
we'll
saying.
give her the stolen base.
Thanks, Chels. Good job.
Stolen base, then, is what we're going to score it
Yeah,
at.
a single and a stolen base for Amber Golini, sitting at second base. 0-2 the count, or 1-2 the count to Cynthia Duenas.
That's popped up. Shortstop Elena Benapaya is there to make the play. 2 outs now.
Yeah, good vision. You said before the game, one of the hardest plays to make in baseball and therefore softball as
Yeah.
well is an infielder retreating and having to play the sun and the grass and
Yeah.
backtracking to make the play.
If you want to go that far, even as an outfielder, having to backtrack.
That's
I mean,
true.
Backtracking is one of the hardest things to do.
But at least in the outfield, you can turn around and run after it and then turn back around.
Yeah.
That ball's low and inside, ball 1 to Sarah Cundy.
Sarah Cundy up at the plate. She doubled in her first at-bat in the second. That's swung on and tipped and caught by the catcher. So 1-1 now. It's been interesting to see how the Falcons have responded on offense. That swung on a miss just a bit late, 1-2. Curious to see if the Falcons are going to attack and attack and attack on offense, or if they're kind of going to sit back and let it.
Well, they
play
gave up 6 runs in the last 3 innings of the first game today. So
Yeah.
they can't get comfortable with this lead. Is that a check swing into the
Check swing into the
DVC dugout?
Yeah, it's the DVC dugout. Almost made a play there. I couldn't tell who it was, but
Well, they dropped it, so they didn't
dropped.
make a play.
Yeah, they almost did, Mike. It's a thought that counts.
Almost doesn't apply in baseball. It's an error.
You sound like
That's
my
an,
dad right
that's
now.
an E10.
You sound like my dad right now, Mike.
Your dad's not proud of you either.
You're terrible. This is why we don't ever do games together, Mike.
Because I have more wit than stock.
Yeah, because Josh won't say anything back. You'll say something back. He'll just, yeah. Swung on a miss, strike 3. Falcons give up 1 in the inning, 5-1 as we're headed to the bottom of the 3rd. Bottom of the 3rd inning now. Designated hitter Ashley DeFresnay up at the plate. Singled in her first at-bat in the first inning. She's definitely got some power out of her bat. Definitely, we've seen in some batting practice her popping things to every field. That's
Yeah, hopefully she doesn't pop too many things other than the ball.
Oh, Mike.
Deflating.
Looking like New England.
Yeah, look like New England deflate gate. That's ball 2. Definitely don't want to have your balls too deflated.
Stop it.
Oh, Mike. That's hit right back up the middle to the pitcher. She throws over to first base. It's 1 out. That's a tough play as a pitcher coming right back at you. Just got to eat it and keep the ball in front of you.
Yeah, get your glove on it, hopefully, so you don't
Yeah.
take it with your thigh.
Yeah, take it with your thigh.
Or your face,
Even your
whatever,
hand. I
yeah.
mean, we've seen pitchers, especially in the major league, take pitches off the hand coming back. That's hit out to right center. And that baby is gone. A solo shot for Ashley Selden.
Alicia Selden.
Alicia Selden. I don't know why I said Ashley. Alicia Selden.
That's home runs in back-to-back games.
Yeah.
2 home runs so far today.
What a day. Keep having a day out there. Having a great game on the mound. Hit a second bomb on the day. Wow.
Yeah, so if you want to have 4 strikeouts and a home run,
I'll take it all the time, man. Yeah. Good piece of hitting right there. She saw the pitch a little outside, took it to the right side of the field more.
Mhm. and
Anytime
that's
try
what
to
you
pull
were
it.
talking about,
Yeah.
is staying inside the ball and kind of taking what the pitch gives you, and she just coasted right over the right center field line. There's no line there, but right center field.
So it looks like we're going to have a new pitcher. That is number 5, Lauren Huizar.
Yeah, Huizar.
Huizar.
Huizar. So in case we get the pronunciation wrong, that's how it's spelled.
And we apologize.
She's been in 3 games so far. She's 1-0, obviously, because they haven't lost. 5 innings, 3 hits given, 1 earned run allowed, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts. So 9.8 strikeouts a game, a 1.4 ERA. Right on pace with Nicole Nordahl. Just doesn't get the same amount of innings, obviously. But with this one kind of getting away from DVC, you see the freshmen come in.
That'll be interesting to see how she pitches after giving up that home run, having to bring in a new pitcher. You know, it's always interesting coming out of the bullpen like that. It's usually one of 2 ways. You either see someone shut the gate on them, or unfortunately it doesn't go that way.
So Lauren Huizar is going to take over the 9 spot in the lineup for DVC. But right now, Jade Backtad is at the plate.
She hits that one in the hole. Second baseman there makes the play. And that's going to be 1 out. 2 outs. 2 outs.
A good job from Amber Golini, ranging to her left. Is it easier to go left or right if you're a middle infielder?
You know, I was not much of a middle infielder when I played. I mostly played the corners. So for me, especially, I played a lot of third base. Going to the left became a lot more natural for me. And so I think it's kind of a matter of personal preference. But obviously, being a middle infielder, you're going to have to be able to go both ways just as much.
Brittany Jacobson at the plate now.
Takes strike 1, so 1-1 now the count to Brittany Jacobson. Second baseman who actually hit that home run in the first inning, too. That 3-run jack out to center. Yeah. That slap to the shortstop. Oh, and she can't corral it at short, so that's going to be an infield single.
Are we giving her the hit, or are we calling that an E6 on Ashley Allen?
You know, I think that's a...
It would have been a close play, but I think they get her.
I call it an infield single.
I say they get her on the throw if it's a good exchange. So that leads me to believe that would be an error.
All right.
Although I'm always a little bit more disapproving.
You do,
like
your
father.
Yeah, like my father. Hope he doesn't watch this.
I hope he does.
No,
I want him to look at you as he's watching and say, "I love you, son." And I am proud of you, even though you mess up.
That's going to be a stolen base, and that's going to get to center field. No advance, so after that, it's a Jade Backtad with the stolen base. No, that's Brittany Jacobson, actually, with the stolen base. Oh, Mike. That's all I'm going to say right now.
2-0? Or 0-2? No, 2-0.
2-0. That's going to be 3-0. Maybe pitching around Kristen Bayardo a little bit. Showing bunt, now pulls it back. Takes, tries to steal third, and she's safe at third. So that's another stolen base for Brittany Jacobson. It's 2 so far in this inning itself, actually.
See, I'm giving an E2 to the catcher for throwing it into center field. I don't reward anybody.
She was safe already at second base, but that second one right there.
If she had advanced to third, it would have been an E2. Okay.
Yeah. As she takes off and actually hits the runner, she's going to head home. There's going to be no play at the plate. 7-1 now, Falcons.
You want to talk about small ball? How about getting it on the first base off an error and stealing 3 bags to get home?
Yeah. What about that? Just finding any way to manufacture runs. Like we've said before, it's hard to score runs. Any way you can score runs is going to help you out as a team. That's fouled back. 0-2 now the count.
To Jasmine Hornsby-Edwards. Christian Bayardo walked, in case that wasn't clear.
Yeah. She walked as third base was being stolen.
Yeah, and then she tried to steal second. They ended up going to third. Bounced off to the third baseman's leg.
Yeah.
Third baseman comes home.
That slap to right field. Down the line, just cutting foul. That would have been a big break for the Falcons. That probably would have been at least a double there.
And with the legs that Jasmine Hornsby-Edwards has, I'm giving her a triple on that play. Into right field, you got to come all the way across the field. If it's hit the left that way, probably not happening. But you can get to third from right field.
That's also fouled on the first baseline. Yeah, I think you would have had a double on that, Mike.
Mm-hmm. I would have a single. I'd get thrown out.
You would have got thrown out or trying to go to first. Yeah.
I get winded, need a lunch break halfway to
you get winded
first.
at the end of the batter's box.
Ooh, I hope that's foul. I don't want to run. I hit home runs because I didn't like to run.
All right, Mark McGuire.
Pickoff play unsuccessful at second base. 2-2 the count.
And the pitch. Hit to the shortstop. Ashley Allen throws across and just thrown out in time. Bang, bang play at first base. Solano strikes for 2. We're heading into the top of the 4th. Top of the 4th inning here. 7-1 our score now. It's going to bring up the third baseman, Julia Pelletier.
Yeah, Pelletier.
Pelletier.
She struck out in her first at-bat. 1 of 4 for Alicia Selden.
Yeah, what a solid game for Alicia Selden so far. 4 strikeouts, hit a home run in this game, hit a home run in the first doubleheader. Can't ask for much better of a day than that.
Yeah, rivaled only really by Brittany Jacobson, who had a 3-run homer and then steals 3 bases to score another run.
That's going to get out of play, fouled on the third baseline.
And there you see again, swinging early at the pitches and pulling them foul.
Yeah, they're really going to need to start sitting back on these pitches more, seeing more pitches in their at-bats than they are right now if they were going to want to be successful today. It's taken up and outside, 1-1.
Yeah, you see the chess game that has happened when DVC came out taking pitches to begin with, and they said, Alicia Selden, throw us strikes. And Alicia did. And she struck out people, and now they're jumping on first pitches, trying to get something good.
Let's hit to the shortstop and throws across. High throw. It's going to stay in play, and runner's going to stay at first. So possibly costly error there by Elena Benapaya.
And, you know, that one, she had to range to her right, so away from first.
Yeah.
And so she probably thought she had less time than she did and just hurried the throw.
Ideally in that situation, the third baseman should have made that play.
Yeah, but it already had gone under the glove of
Yeah.
Jasmine Hornsby-Edwards, so.
Bailey Simmons hits that high and deep to left field, and that baby's gone. A 2-run homer, 7-3 now our scores. Diablo Valley strikes in the top of the 4th. What a bomb there hitting by catcher Bailey Simmons. Wow. We've seen the ball fly all around the yard today, right, Mike?
Right field, left field. I was hoping it would go off the scoreboard.
That would have been awesome. Maybe the next one will.
Yeah.
Break the scoreboard.
Hopefully, whatever.
Hopefully.
Look at us.
Why would you want it to get a
I
it'd be cool,
don't know.
but
Whatever. That'd be cool.
that video game, The Bigs,
Yeah.
ended up a scoreboard.
Wasn't that instant win if you broke the scoreboard?
Was it? I don't remember that. Maybe I was playing it wrong.
You just weren't hitting any home runs. And your
Yeah,
dad was
maybe.
looking on disapprovingly.
Maybe I was playing with the A's with no power. That was my
There you
problem. So that swung and hit down the left field line. It's going to get out of play.
I would have been gone too if it had stayed fair.
Oh, yeah.
At least off the top of the wall.
So now starting to see a little more spark, a little more life out of this DVC Vikings team. Swung on and missed. Nasty changeup right there. Just changing speeds. Oh, my.
And that one really just drops out of thin air. It looks so good, and it looks like it's just one of those slow pitch fastballs you get in Scandia, and then it completely drops off the face of the earth.
Oh, yeah. That's taken low, ball one. Yeah, it's just a meatball sitting there and drops at the last second. You want to drive that thing. Can't do anything with it, though, and it dips at the last second like that.
If you were 3 feet farther forward,
yeah,
home run every single time.
Oh, yeah. Batting practice fastballs, like to say in baseball. Ball two. It's a little high, so 2-2 now.
And credit Nicole Nordahl getting behind 0-2. Counting now 2-2. Battled back. Still has to be careful here, though.
That's bounces in front of the plate. So full count now to Nicole Nordahl.
Good block by Stephanie Cello.
Yeah, nice block behind the plate right there. That's one of those situations where you don't need to block the ball. There's no one on, but it's always good to keep your practice up. That swung and hit to Benapayo at short, and it eats her up a little bit, tries to go back. Not in time, so DVC has another runner at first base with nobody on, or with no outs. Error there?
No, that it's a one-hop stinger, and she knocked it down.
Yeah.
She got it in front of her. She picked it up, made a good play on it, and just credit good feet from Nicole Nordahl.
Yeah.
She's a center fielder. She should have good feet.
That's a little inside to Laurel Puff. You can hear our own Greg Puff rooting for her every time she comes up to the plate, repping that last name. That swung on, a little bloop out to right field. And Bayardo's going to be there to make the play, so 1 out and out. And now it's going to bring up the pitcher, Lauren Huzar. So we'll see what she can do up at the plate with 1 out, runner on first. One another. And really, this has been a big inning for DVC. They're not out of it. They're down 4 runs right now, just to keep it close as long as they can and keep Solano off the board.
Yeah, as long as they stay out of the mercy rule, DVC feels like they're in it.
He's at a perfect bunt. Third baseman is there to make the play. Sacrifice bunt there. Nice play there by Jasmine Hornsberry Edwards. So now with 2 outs, they have a runner on second as the dangerous leadoff hitter, Ashley Allen, steps up to the plate. Allen 1 for 2 with the double in the 3rd inning. Swings and pops that up, foul. Just a little bit above and to the side of us here.
Yeah. You just got to make sure you're not flinching at any pitches.
Oh, yeah.
Although where we are, umpire, who has a great zone, by the way. Great balls and strikes. He's blocking it for you.
Oh, yeah. So that's going to be ball 1.
And no, he completely did not tell us
He did
to say
not
that.
come up to us after the 2nd inning and say to mention that he's got a great strike zone.
No, but he does, though.
He does. He's been very consistent
Yeah.
today behind the dish. That's hit out to center. Oh, what a play out there by Andronine White. What a catch out there. And that's 3 outs as we head into the bottom of the 4th inning. Bottom of the 4th inning here. 7-3 our scores. We have the top of the lineup, Elena Benapayo up at the plate.
For the 3rd time in 4 innings.
Yeah.
Leadoff hitter starting off the inning.
Definitely a good thing always when you can get that leadoff hitter on. She's done that 1 out of 2 times so far. That's a little bloop out to left field, and the left fielder, Sarah Cundy, is there to make the play. 1 out. Solano's definitely going to be more conservative up at the plate, take a little more pitches, and see more pitches in all of their at-bats.
Especially because you did get Carrie Lee out of the game, so for some of these girls, it is still the first time they're seeing her in this game, so you really have to be careful.
First
or
pitch
not.
swinging, and if it's fair, it's gone. Just foul. Oh, she can't believe it.
And we got a little argument between the umpire and Terry Pearson Bloom. Oh, don't bring us into it.
Don't bring us into it.
So she's arguing that it doesn't matter where it lands. It matters where it was when it crosses the foul pole or when it crosses the fence.
Yeah. What a hit, though.
Yeah.
When are they gonna get
She
that
follows up a
instant
great
replay?
catch with a great play. We will have to take a look at that at some point.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be a base hit, and she's going to round first, head for second. That's going to be a sliding in double at second base. So, I mean, home run goes foul. Next pitch, hit a double. I mean, can't complain too much right there.
If you're watching this on YouTube, it's Solano College, youtube.com/Solano College, or our new, soon-to-be new YouTube channel, Solano College Sports Network. Leave a comment saying whether you thought it was foul or fair. If you're watching this on Channel 28 Think TV, obviously you can't. You can comment to yourself. We won't hear it.
I mean, you can. When you see us in person, you can, I guess.
Come say hi.
Yeah, we're friendly usually.
No.
Not Mike. Not me either, let's be honest here.
You should be nicer because the way you look,
What do you mean the way I look?
can't afford to be mean and look that way.
Hey, whatever, Mike. All right, shots are fired, Mike. 1-1 to Stephanie Cello. Shows bunt, gets it down, right back up at the pitcher. As that's going to be a sacrifice bunt, as that moves the runner over to third base. Now they have 2 outs with the fourth hitter, Ashley Dufresne.
Dufresne.
Yeah.
You've said that name 4 different ways in 4 innings.
All right, thanks, Mike.
You're welcome.
I'm seeing the support right now.
No support from me.
Apparently not. This is just bad, Mike.
Hey, get better, and I won't have to berate you. You're going to have Bella Falafini here soon. You might be out of a job. She's waving at us. She heard her name. She's coming for you. I'll do these games with her. I don't care.
I thought you were out of a job, Mike.
I was volunteering to be out of a job so that you can have more experience. But if you're going to keep giving me this type of quality.
Hey, man. Calm it down, man. We'll figure it out. It's a team
We'll
sport.
figure it out. Yeah, sure.
Team sport, Mike.
I have it figured out.
Rookies and some veterans out here. Trying to mingle together.
Pitchers and catchers reporting.
Yeah, A's pitchers and catchers reported yesterday. That's going to get... Oh, hit the top of the fence, actually.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
You don't see that a lot.
I bet she can't do that if she tried to again.
Probably could.
I mean, I don't know.
Eventually.
Eventually, yeah.
It's got to happen.
If you're trying to do that, it's not an easy thing to do.
1-1 the count.
So that pitch is high, 2-1. So you got to find a way to get this run home right here now if you're Solano. The 7-3 lead against a DVC squad who's this talented can't ever be comfortable. So that's hit foul. Almost got the on-deck hitter, Alicia Selden, in the head. Had to duck a little bit.
Yeah, well, you know.
It happened. She's got a
They
helmet
have face
on for a
masks,
reason.
yeah.
Yeah, they've got helmets on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Concussion protocol.
Are they, though?
I don't know.
So that swung on and almost took out another Solano Falcon in the dugout. That's 2 in a row.
Eyes up.
I don't know what to say.
We're not even allowed to look down. We'll miss something.
Yeah,
There's just enough space there. I think something
There's-
could get through. No,
I don't know. Softballs are pretty big.
that's true.
I hope not. I hope for my dear life that it doesn't. So that's going to be hit at third baseman, Julia Pelletier. And she's going to throw across the first base. 3 outs now as we head into the top of the first inning. 7-3 our score. Top of the 5th inning here. 7-3 our score as we have Ember Galini up at the plate, the second baseman. Cynthia Duenas up after, and Sarah Cundy after that. So the big boppers for the lineup as we have a new pitcher for the Falcons. So that's going to be Denali Smith. Denali actually started the first game of the doubleheader, so.
And it was really going strong for a
Yeah.
good 3-4 innings. Kind of let it go in the 5th, but they were also down 4-0 already at that point. So
Yeah, did not pitch bad in the first game at all. Just could not get through from Nicole Nordhall.
yeah, she
Yeah, she's
pitched a
very
heck of a game.
dominant. Very dominant.
So we got a little extra time here while
Yeah.
Denali gets her warm-up pitches in. They don't really have much of a bullpen area or any sort of warm-up area here. It's very small. Everything is in play.
Yeah.
And I know that, like, in AT&T or I think it's us at the Coliseum, too, the warm-up area is in the
Yeah.
field of play, but
Oh, yeah.
you don't want college kids getting hurt on mounds. And
Especially not college-level students.
Mm.
No. Major league level, they could care less. They've
They're
got,
getting
they've
paid,
got bat
whatever.
boys to protect them. Those bat boys get paid just to sit there and catch a ball if it ever comes anywhere near the pitchers or catchers. I wish I had that
I was
job.
talking about more like the fielders trying to run after it.
Oh, well, that too. So it's ball one. Yeah, usually you won't see a player range that far into the bullpen.
Yeah, that's true.
At least at the O.co you won't.
Well, there's so much foul
Yeah,
territory.
there's so
though.
much foul territory in Oakland.
It's because they have to house a football stadium, too.
Yeah. Who knows how much longer that's going to happen, though.
I mean, did you hear San Jose was suing Major League Baseball?
Yeah. It looks like the A's are probably moving to San Jose.
I don't think
I don't-
that's how
I don't
you want to
approve.
start your relationship with baseball, by
No.
suing them, but
I definitely don't approve, being that San Jose is like an extra hour away from me.
oh well. You know,
Yeah.
cares?
As long as the stadium's nice, they're
won't
not
be.
too far. Why do you got to be such a downer on my A's? That's it.
Because they're
second
cheap.
baseman Brittany Jacobson down to first base.
if they won't
number
even
one.
pay their own players, why would they build a stadium worth any money?
You know, Mike, I don't know. Why don't you tell me?
They're probably going to just move into the SAP Center and call it a baseball field.
Why don't they just move into Oracle and change
Sure.
Oracle to a baseball stadium? I mean, why not? Oracle's not going to get used in a few years.
They're going to tear all of
Yeah.
that down.
No, I heard they're still going to use Oracle for concerts.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Which is, I mean, then you have another place in the Bay Area to go see some concerts. So it's actually really nice there, too. Strike one.
Cynthia Duenas at the plate now.
0 for 2 today. That ball runs just a little bit outside. 1-1 now.
You see Denali Smith kind of waving her arm, trying to get back in her rotation.
Yeah. It's just a little inside. Nice pitch there. Froze her up a little bit. Yeah, Denali's really been solid so far. She's hit her zones pretty well, changed speeds.
Yeah,
Good.
I mean that's literally a length of a ball away from
Yeah.
being strike 2 and 3.
Yeah. The pitch fouled way out of play down the right field line. So that's going to be 2-2 now, our count. That's hit right at left fielder. And she's not able to make the play out and left. Goes straight into second base. That's going to be a one-out double for the Vikings.
I thought that ball had a chance off the crack of the bat.
Yeah, I did too. I thought it might be gone. Then I saw Danielle MG going back, and I thought she might have had a play. I thought she was trying to do a little Josh Reddick, robbing the ball out in center field.
We don't even need to use Josh Reddick as an example
Why-
because we have Andrene White
This is true, yeah.
to use as
What
an
a play
example.
she made to end the last inning,
Yeah.
too. Man,
She should have had that home run.
she needs to be the one wearing that Spider-Man mask. Sarah Cundy up at the plate. Takes ball one.
I'm going to start keeping track of the number of A's references you make and the number of other references you make
All
and
right.
see
All right. I'll
if you
start to
know
make other
anything
references
other
then. I
than
do.
A's.
I do. Indeed, I do.
Indubitably. Yes.
Where's
can't
Brian?
even say the
Where's
word I
Brian
just
when you need him?
He is coaching speech and debate. They have a tournament
Probably.
this weekend.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, I'm actually going to that tournament as
Oh,
a
that's why
judge.
you'll be gone. All right.
Yeah, and they just gave it to me. I don't know what the fact sheet is. I assume there was facts on it.
Is there facts on it?
I don't know. It's
You
all
haven't looked at it
gibberish
yet?
to me.
Oh, all right.
I'll have Brian explain it to me later. 2-0 count.
Let's hit right back up to Binnell. Denali makes the play. And as she's trying for third, she's going to get there. So now with 2 outs, they have a runner at third, as it's going to bring up the third baseman, Julia Pelletera. Nice play there by Denali to make that play. Another comebacker. That's 2 we've seen so far in this game alone that have come right back up to the pitchers. Nice plays that have been made.
Yeah, but I would have liked to seen her actually look
Yeah.
Duenas back to second rather than just kind of looking at her and then throwing to first. She had plenty of time,
Yeah.
and you see Duenas capitalizing, going to third.
Ball rolls foul. Yeah, you always want to, when you make that play, take a little look at the runner that's coming, see if she's going. If she's going, make sure you get that lead runner. If not, you still got to have plenty of time to throw her out at first base.
At least fake a throw,
Yeah.
something kind of freeze her up.
Yeah, even just a glance is going to get them to stop running if they are. As that ball runs high, 1-on-1.
But at least now there are 2 outs, so
Yeah.
you really don't care about that runner on third if you're Denali White or Denali Smith. I called her Denali White
Yeah.
in between games.
Yeah.
Denali Smith. You just have to focus on the batter.
That's hit down the right field line. Foul ball. 1-2 now. Julie's had a couple of good at-bats so far today. She's really been one of the only people that's tried to drive the ball the other way.
Yeah, she's one of the few runs that DVC has scored. Of course, it was on the 2-run see-you-later ball by Bailey Simmons,
Yeah.
but she struck out in the first at-bat. But 1 for 2 with a run scored, not that bad of an.
Even that strikeout, though, it was still
Yeah.
a good at-bat. She didn't just sit there, take 2 strikes, swing a miss at a bad pitch. That's hit right at the first baseman, Jade Backtad, and she makes the play. So the Vikings go down, and we're headed to the bottom of the 5th. Bottom of the 5th inning here, as we have a pitching change for DVC, as it's going to be Nicole Nordhall coming back in. She started and actually threw a complete game in the first game, so maybe her arm's a little bit tired. A good time for the Falcons to try to get something rolling here.
And really, DVC's getting a little desperate. They're undefeated. They don't want to suffer their first loss. So, really, they can't afford to let any more. Good duck. Good duck, Blue.
Looks like it got him a little bit. Scared him, at least.
It scared me, too. But like I was trying to say, if you're DVC, you can't afford to give up any more runs. You need to keep them at 7 if you have any chance. So, you bring in your ace.
Yeah. So that's a strike on the outside corner. Yeah, they definitely need to shut down this Falcons team and score some runs on offense if they want to keep in this game and stay undefeated. Move on to 12-0. It's ball 2, 2-1 now. So that's rocketed right into left field. Hard hit base hit. That's going to be a leadoff base runner for the Falcons.
And so, in case you're keeping track at home, Alicia Selden started the game pitching. Obviously, Denali Smith was pitching in the last inning. Alicia Selden then gets up to bat. You start to figure or wonder why she may be still in the game. She actually came in for Ashley Dufresne as the designated hitting spot. She became the one. Alicia Selden became the designated hitter.
Yeah.
And presto changeo, that's how you get everybody involved. Now, Alicia Selden is coming out for number 4, Cassidy Palo. So, obviously, some wheels on her, the 5'3" freshman out of American Canyon.
Yeah, definitely a good piece of strategy here by the Falcons. Trying to get another run, push that lead even bigger to 5. Ball runs high as Baghdad is showing the bunt. DVC here really needs Baghdad to pop this bunt up or something.
Oh, don't flinch.
Only little, not too bad.
You know this is a steel cage, right?
I do, Mike. But that doesn't make me feel any more comfortable about it.
You
What
see it
things
bow down a
break,
little bit.
Mike. Things do break.
Not steel on a softball that's been ricocheted.
Just tries to get that button down, rolls foul. So 1-2 now the count. It has potential, Mike. It could
No.
somehow sneak through.
No,
Little acid
it
rain.
couldn't.
It could.
No,
It could.
absolutely not.
I'm gonna make it happen one time, and I'm gonna show you, Mike.
Do it with your gas.
Swings and misses. That ball gets past the catcher. She's gonna try for first. That's gonna advance the runner to second base. That is a strikeout for Jade Baghdad. That's gonna bring up the second
I
baseman,
thought
Brittany
she tipped it.
Jacobson.
I thought she had gotten a
I did
piece of
too.
it.
I did too for a little bit, and then
Everybody started running, so
Yeah.
okay.
and then she stopped running and no throw. So interesting.
Whatever, call it a K.
Yeah, Brittany Jacobson now. She fouls that one right above us. No flinching that time, Mike.
It's because it was over there.
Yeah, a little
Wait till
bit.
you get a high heater right here, right in front of you.
I'm expecting it. I'm waiting for it to happen, Mike, now.
Good.
So that's strike 2 to Brittany Jacobson. Early candidate for player of the game, wouldn't you say, Mike?
I don't know how early it is anymore. It's in the 5th
yeah,
inning, but
that's true.
she's my front runner, I think.
Yeah. 1-2 now. Yeah, I'd have to say she's a front runner. I mean,
It was between her and Alicia Selden, and
Yeah.
now that Alicia Selden has been pitch ran for, and
yeah,
she's out of
she
the
probably
game.
won't be in the game again. Strike 3.
So back-to-back strikeouts for Nicole Nordahl.
Coming in, throwing good. Arm doesn't look to be too tired. I mean, after she gave that leadoff single, nothing else since 2 strikeouts in a row. So that's going to bring up Christian Bayardo.
Yeah, that's her name.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know why you.
Oh, don't look at me. I didn't. There you go. Greg Poff, absolute warrior.
It's a no flinch zone. That was right at you, Mike.
It was right at the pole.
Yeah, but the
So,
pole. You
it's not
are the
gonna-
pole. You are the pole.
It's definitely not going to go through that. I don't care who you are.
No Barry Bonds on roids hitting it through there.
No,
No,
absolutely not.
he needs to be in the Hall of Fame too.
Yeah,
Let's be honest.
all of them do.
Yeah,
all the
Pete
steroid
Rose is. It's not a
I-
Hall of Fame until Pete Rose is in it. That's a base hit. She's gonna hold the runner at third. So first and third now with 2 outs. So that's gonna bring up the 9-hitter, Jasmine Hornsby Edwards.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, but going back to Pete Rose, even if you can put a little asterisk and say, not as a coach, you're only in the Hall of
Yeah.
Fame as a player,
And
I think that'd be
honestly,
fine.
Yeah, let's be honest. He was a better player.
He was a much better player than he was a coach.
And he was a good coach, too, so
Yeah,
that's
no,
saying
yeah.
something.
Exactly.
I mean, the fact that he's had the most hits in Major League history and is not in the Hall of Fame, it's just sad. Now that they have a new commissioner, maybe that's going to change, though.
I mean, a lifetime ban kind of has a certain gravitas to it, but 0-1 the
Yeah.
count.
That's popped up. Going to go foul. 0-2. Yeah, even if there's an asterisk by his name, he was still one of the greatest hitters I've ever seen.
Yeah. And
By far.
he didn't do any of the gambling when he was a player. At least he was never
To
found
our
out about it.
knowledge, at least,
Yeah.
yeah. That's a base hit. That's going to score 1, and she's sending the second runner home. Safe at the plate. 2 runs, try for second base. Thrown out at second base, so a 2 RBI single. And then caught stealing, trying to stretch that into a double.
But they strike for 2, 9-3 Solano.
Top of the 6th inning here. Catcher Bailey Simmons up at the plate. She hit that bomb in the 4th inning and also a double in the 2nd inning. So a hot day for her.
Really, the only thing that's hot here right now is kind of a brisk, blustery day
Yeah,
here
not
in
too
Solano.
hot. Yeah.
The sun came out, but
The sun came out today a little bit.
when I left the house today, it was definitely not anywhere
No,
near sunny.
No. It was very chilly today. When I left my house, at least.
But you live in Vacaville, so who cares?
It's all right, Mike. 2-1. Even when I got here, though, to Solano, it was still chilly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to apologize to you formally on air.
On air. Can we get this part Can we get this taped over a couple of times so we can just replay it?
Yeah, but we have to replay all the great jokes and insults that I said.
Fair enough. We could just
2-2 the count.
We could just have a Mike making fun of Jake compilation at the end of the season or something.
Complimation.
Yeah.
It's not how you say it.
Is it?
It's a compilation.
Oh, whatever.
No, not whatever. There's a difference between words, Jake. Third comebacker in the game.
Third comeback. Yeah.
Focus, Jake.
I'm trying,
Come
Mike.
on.
You're killing me right now, Mike.
Can I just do this show alone? Do I need you?
Whatever, Mike. I see how it really is.
That's true. I guess without you, I wouldn't have anything to say.
I don't even know what to say to that.
Good.
I'm so insulted
don't
by
say
you right
anything.
now, Mike.
Statistically speaking, ratings plummet when you start talking.
That is not true. You just pulled that right out of nowhere.
That's true. Oh, you flinched on that one, Puff. It's a flinch.
Dunking is still a form of flinching, I think.
All right. This broadcast is getting out of control. We need to get back.
Settle it down. All right, 9-3 our score. Top of the 6th inning, 1-1 our count with 1 out. Nicole Nordhall at the plate. Takes the pitch, 2-1. Got a
I
little out
can
of hand
guarantee you the softball team will watch this game on mute.
there. Oh, yeah. If they watch it in general, they will
No,
turn on.
they will watch it.
They'll turn it on mute just because they're like,
The
oh.
umpires union
Oh.
that watches this for training will watch this game on mute.
Are you trying to blame this all on me right now, Mike?
No, I'm saying that
Okay, fair enough.
they absolutely hate when I talk.
When you talk, why?
I don't know.
Because all you do is bag other people?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, there it is.
All right, fair enough. Yeah. Gotta find that happy medium, Mike.
No. There's nothing medium about me.
That's gonna be strike 2, so full count here to Nicole Nordhall. I can understand why they want to watch you on mute. I feel for them sometimes. Now's
Yeah,
one
but
of
you
those times.
you can't get away from me. You're
can't?
stuck with me.
You're gone next year. I can get away from you easily. That's a nice play there by the shortstop, Elena Benapaya. Throws over to first base to get the out. So that's going to be 2 outs as Lauren Poff is going to come up. Laurel Poff.
Yeah, you want to say Lauren. That's
I do.
the more common.
Yeah, Laurel's not as common of a
name.
name, but hey.
Laurel reminds me of Arrow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. You been watching that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, dude. I
Good-
didn't watch
good show.
last night's yet, but
Neither did I, but
oh,
careful.
almost took off a head right there.
I wouldn't have flinched.
There ain't no seal protecting them over there.
Her name would be if she was my kid.
What?
Coco.
Cocoa Puff.
Cocoa Puff.
I'm in love with the cocoa.
Her and Coco Crisp probably.
I don't
Have
care
some-
about Cocoa Crisp.
You know, I just tried just because
It's another A's reference. Mark it on the.
It is an A's reference, but it's also a funny name reference at the
That's
same time.
true.
I mean, she'd be having the same name as Coco Crisp. That'd be kind of cool.
0-2 the count to Laurel Poff.
It's a dribbler to third, throws across to the diamond, and that's 3 up, 3 down for Denali Smith as we head into the bottom of the 6th inning. Bottom of the 6th inning here, 9-3 our score.
Sorry for the delay there. We usually get a countdown from 5 to when we're back on air. You just said go. So
Yeah. So we have the top of the lineup yet again. Zelena Vinapaya is up at the plate. This is our 4th time leading off an inning.
great.
Great. Just
Yeah,
great.
I think it's awesome.
I do too.
The more times you get a
Yeah.
leadoff hitter at the plate, is the more success your team has had.
Oh, just threw her out. Bang, bang, play at first place. Nice play there by the third baseman for DVC, Julia Pelletier. Throw across the diamond. Bobbled a little bit on the recovery. Got the throw just in time, though.
You think we can turn the monitor around and show them the replay? Because I think that one. Oh,
Oh, no, we got some brightness up.
no, stop.
That's popped up.
Oh no, my
Just
truck.
behind home plate.
Thank God. I was just waiting for that crash.
Yeah. White hits that ball deep to left field. Oh, just hits up against the fence, and she's going to stay at second for a double. Just missed a home run right there. Same spot.
She thought she had a second home run. They probably would have called it foul, though. So
Oh, yeah, just to make her mad, they probably would have.
I'm
Nice
just
piece of hitting
kidding.
there by White.
Blue's been good so far.
Yeah. Got a good game going on right now. 6-run lead for the Falcons. Stephanie Cello up at the plate. Takes strike 1. Ball gets behind the catcher. She's going to advance to third base on the pass ball. So the Falcons have a runner at third with only 1 out. Threatening to put that 10th run across the board. Should be big for them. Offense has been hard for the Falcons to come by this season so far.
Yeah, I think they have more runs in this game. This is definitely a season high for them, but they only had 33 going into today. So already scratching across. 10 in the 2 games, 9 here in the second game.
So that ball trickles just a little low. 2-1 now.
And I think if you're DVC, you're kind of pitching around Stephanie Shello because you have now Denali Smith at the plate as that one gets over for. Oh, just kidding. It does not get over for a strike. I thought it was already 3-1, but
He's been
3-1 now.
freezing us. He's keeping us on our toes back here.
Gotta
like
pay
it.
attention.
That's ripped down the third baseline. Goes foul, though. Full count now. Yeah, definitely consistent strike zone from our home plate umpire today.
Yeah, definitely. Probably one of the better ones we've seen so
Yeah.
far.
Yeah. Seen a lot of questionable umpires. That's ball 4, and she's trying for home. She's going to go. No slide needed. So that gives the Falcons another run. So 10-3 now the score. Nice piece of heads-up base running right there. It's going to bring up the pitcher now, Denali Smith.
That wouldn't happen to you if you had a pen.
They don't even know what you're talking about, Mike, so they're not laughing.
So to set the stage for you, before the game started, I was asking for a pen. He said, all I have is pencils. So I said, I need a pen. It's more permanent. I don't make mistakes. And then he was just sitting
Everybody
there
makes
trying to...
mistakes, to quote
No.
the great Miley Cyrus.
I'm done talking to you.
You
The
can't
rest of the inning.
We're in a broadcast, Mike. You can't just stop talking to me. Fastball up and in. Nothing, Mike? All right. Swing and a miss by Denali Smith. 1-1. So I was just trying to be a good friend to Mike and offer him one of my pencils. He wasn't having it, and then wants to make fun of me when my pencil breaks. Another swing and a miss there by Denali. So 1-2 now. Looks like we lost Mike for the rest of the inning. So now with 1 out, they have a runner at first. Denali Smith showing bunt early. Pulls it back, swing and a miss, strike 3. Nice piece of pitch in there by Nicole Norhall. That's going to bring up Alicia Selden again. Told you she wasn't coming out of the game.
That's right. They do give you a courtesy runner
Do they?
in softball.
Fair enough.
Or at least I used to have a girlfriend that played softball, and they always had a courtesy runner for her.
Yeah, they gave Mike that courtesy girlfriend instead. That's a strike, and it gets away from the catcher. Trying for second, and she's there in time. So a stolen base there by the pinch runner. That's Christian Montgomery. Pop up now, center fielder there to make the play. And she's there. So that's 3 outs now as we head into the top of the 7th inning. Falcons strike for 1, 10-3 our score. Top of the 7th inning here has Carrie Lee's back up at the plate. After taking a few innings off after coming out to pitch. So we'll see the 9-1-2 hitters here. So that's strike 1. Denali Smith has pitched good since coming in.
Well. I'm sorry. That's just a grammar thing for me. I can't let that go.
You sound like my ex-girlfriend. Every time.
Sorry.
Yeah, you should be. No, I don't think that's possible.
I'm talking to somebody nobody can hear, so.
Yeah, well, whatever. I can talk to Pop if I want to, Mike.
I usually just at least explain what he said. You're just, yeah, right?
Well, you're always like, let me set the scene for you. Let
Yeah.
me set this up for you.
Because they need setting up.
Do they though? Almost hit
Yes.
that slash zone.
Yes, they do need setting up. That's not a discussion.
All right, Mike. I'm gonna agree with you on this one.
You should, because I'm right all the time.
Oh gosh. The 0-2. Hit fouled on the third baseline. This count remains 1-2 to Carrie Lee. Lee really didn't have her A-game stuff today. She's been very solid for this DVC squad and just didn't pitch very well coming out to start this second game of this doubleheader today.
It's not that she didn't pitch well. She just got rocked a couple times.
Yeah.
That's not necessarily a mark against a pitcher, but mark for a team.
So that's another
Nice
foul
catch.
ball. Did you flinch?
No, I said nice
Oh.
catch
Oh, I thought you said.
because it bounced off the
Yeah.
cage and
Yeah.
she caught it.
I saw it.
You were there.
Yeah, I was there. I'm here. We're all here. Mental, even if you're watching this, you're with us right here at the Solano College Sports Network. That's rocked down the third baseline. Nice play there by Jasmine. Throws across the diamond. That's one out. Leadoff hitter Ashley Allen now up at the plate. Hit again at the third baseman. Throws across. Another easy out for the Falcons. That's 2 up, 2 down to start off this top of the 7th inning. Things are looking good right now for the Falcons and Denali Smith.
I'm sorry. I'm thinking what I'm going to ask the player of the game if Solano should hold on for another out. Don't give up 7 runs in this third of an inning.
And that's another one hit at third. She can't make the play this time. Shortstop tries to make it. Oh, and pulled her foot off the base. So that's going to be a 2-out base runner for the Vikings.
It's a rally starter.
Oh, yeah. That's that 7 runs you're talking about, Mike.
I swear. if Solano loses. because
Only
I-
to you because you said that it's not going to happen. Ugh. It's a strike right down the heart of the plate there to the first baseman, Cynthia Duenas. Would you score that at E5?
No. I'm giving her the base hit on that one because that was
We're always
a tough-
different on our errors and base hits, Mike.
Well, I mean, you're more the expert than I am, but
Am I, though?
or
I'm
not,
I'm
whatever.
joking. I'm joking.
If you don't want to be the expert, I was trying to give you DAP for the first time in your life.
All right.
I don't want to accept the compliment.
I'm not a
No,
scorekeeping.
you're bad at this.
I'm not.
I'm
the
better
best
than you in every
scorekeeper.
frame of life.
Wouldn't be the first time you've said that to me.
Wouldn't be the first time I was right either.
This is too much, Mike. How many? We got one more out. All right, good.
We got one more strike.
We got one more strike if Denali Smith can hold on with this 1-2 count. That's hit right up the middle to the shortstop, Benapaya. Throws across the diamond, and this ball game is over. Falcons win this thing 10-3. Now we're going to throw it down on the field to Mike to get an interview with our player of the game. Thank you for watching.
Thanks, Jake. I'm here with the Best Buy player of the game, Brittany Jacobson. Congratulations on such a great game. You had the 3-run homer. You really played a good up and down game. How important was it for you to win this game, given that DVC was undefeated up until this point?
It was very important, and it was really important to win the second game after the big loss first time.
Speaking of the big loss, you did lose by, was it 9 or 10 runs? Something close to that. Did Coach say anything to you in between games to kind of fire you up?
Yeah, she said we just need to come together as a team and eliminate the mental errors because we already know what we were supposed to be doing, and that was all we needed to fix.
Well, hopefully this team can build on the success they've had. For all of us here at SCSN and for Brittany Jacobson, our Best Buy player of the game, I'm Mike McLeod saying thank you for watching.